Good evening, YouTube. It's your boy YB. I know I ain't been vlogging much, y'all, but I just got a busy life, you know. I know I said a few months ago it's lit life, but we should rechange it to busy life. I'm sorry, we should rephrase it to busy life. See, I ain't vlogging so long, I done forgot how I do this stuff, y'all. But anyways, judging by the title today, y'all gonna see what today's video is on. I got another story time for y'all. I haven't done one of these in a while, but this one is a little bit more positive, so I'm not gonna expose nobody today. So if you think I'm gonna expose somebody today, you know, leave the video, because this one is all about positivity. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with all your peers, and of course, ring that bell.
What, beep.
Alright, y'all, so I have made it home. Basically, you know, we're gonna jump back into what I was saying when I was at work. Judging by the title, like, this is a topic I've always wanted to speak on for the longest time, because oftentimes I see on social media people sharing this meme saying coworkers are not your friends, do your job and go home, yada yada yada. And I don't necessarily agree with that statement, because hear me out for a second. The point of having friends is having something in common. So if I'm making friends with somebody at the job, we already have something in common. You know, we both filled out that application, we both got the job. I mean, obviously we're heading in that same field and we have some type of connection. So, you know, today I'm gonna discuss why I feel that coworkers can be your friends, but why you should let them in very gently. Most of y'all know I released my beat tape, Lit Life, this summer, and as I look back at the people that reposted my project, the people that showed me love and just overall like has been so supportive of it, I also haven't acknowledged something very obvious, and that is that majority of the people that helped me on the project were people that I once upon a time worked with. Like, for example, that why beat tag that y'all love, the same thing I use for my YouTube intro. You know, my homeboy made that. Somebody that I worked with when I first moved to Atlanta. I just called him up one day because, you know, I know he do studio stuff, and I was like, bro, I need a new beat tag. How much you want? You know, it ain't even about the money. It was like, you know, I liked his voice, and I was like, bro, I want you to make me a beat tag. And he made me like 5 different beat tags. So basically, I wouldn't have Lit Life today if it wasn't for my homeboy, which was a coworker. And bro, shouts out to you. I'm not gonna name drop you for personal reasons, but you know who you are. So, you know, we locked in for life, because, you know, just how that one thing he did for me helped me create a body of work that now the whole world hears. But, you know, I'm my own person. You know, you might have a different experience than me when it comes to your coworkers being your friends and not, but I just believe, you know, they can be your friends if you let them in gently. Because for the past 6-7 years of my life, I've been working for this company where, you know, practically our coworkers are our roommates. You know, you can walk to the job, you could take the bus, you know, like it's walking distance, but majority of the time, you know, we're all next to each other anyway. So, you know, we need to bond with each other simply for the fact that we're practically living together. You know, I want you to keep it real with me. That's the point of a friend. A friend is there to help you out, but they're also there to keep it real with you. Like, bro, you know, the reason why you can't pull homegirls because you don't bathe daily. You know, we can smell you at work. Bro, the reason why, you know, nobody wants to be around you is because, you know, you repeat everything that's said. Like, you know, I need somebody in my corner to be there for me, and I'll be that friend for you. But I'm just laying this message out there for all y'all out there. You know, your coworkers can be your friends if you let them in gently. Now, what I'm saying by let them in gently is, you know, be observant. You know, we're all old enough to tell when someone is genuine. We're all old enough to tell when someone's using us. And we're also old enough to tell when someone is the problem. You know, if 10 people say you annoying, I mean, that's an opinion. But if 10 people also say you're a bad worker, that might be factual. You know, because 10 people not going to tell the same lie. Yeah, 10 people have an opinion about the way you move and your work ethic, but then those 10 people also notice something about you. So basically, be very mindful of the people you let in your life, co-workers especially. All right, y'all. So as most of y'all know, I mean, if you didn't know, the past 2 years, I had demoted myself from being a sous chef because I was working for a company where, I oftentimes didn't get my props and I oftentimes felt like I was being bullied. So I decided to walk away from the chef life because also I had lost my passion. That company had burnt me out so bad that I had totally forgot who I was. In other words, I lost my confidence. Like I let one little incident bother me in my culinary for, quite some time. But at the time, I also wanted to become an actor. So I say all that to say, I was Chef Quan from 2018 to 2021. I had told myself, y'all don't have to call me chef no more. Like I'm done. My days of being a sous chef are over. So I decided, I'm gonna take a break from cooking, focus on being an actor, take this YouTubing more serious. Like in other words, take a little step back from the professional life. Stop being so corporate. And in the year 2023, which is now, I'm doing my acting gigs. I still have a job, and I'm real cool with this person on social media, and they basically reach out to me and ask me where was I working, and I tell them like, I have a job, what's going on. They're like, well, I might have an opportunity for you that will change your life. Well, basically, y'all, this is somebody that had been following me on social media. They were from my hometown. They lived in my hometown. They weren't from there, but they knew me personally, but we had never actually worked together. And do you know that this guy put me on to this job? Like, I am now a sous chef again in Atlanta. I've been living in Atlanta since 2014 off and on. Like I had moved back in 2018, but in all these years, it took me 5 years to finally get a sous chef job that somebody helped me get that was in my hometown. That is so crazy to me. That is not necessarily a friend. That is what you call a colleague, because this is somebody who's been indirectly watching my social media, but he had been following me all these years and he put in a good word for me. And I just think that is just so awesome of him. And that was that couldn't have been nobody but God, because I've oftentimes felt like the culinary industry was falling apart and, it wasn't for me anymore. And just for him to just reach out to me and ask me, where was I working and what was my living situation, and just to offer me a job like that, man, what are friends for? That's all I could say. So, you guys, I'm making this video today because all my friends that I've had in my 20s has been majority coworkers. When I made Lit Life, I reached out to producers that, one, I liked their sound, but also, they also reached out to me. And, I oftentimes, had to postpone the collabs because I was working, because I was sick, whatever, but everybody was so patient with me. But I couldn't have made Lit Life if it wasn't for my coworkers / friends. So today's video, I want y'all to just gently let in the people that you call friends. Sometimes just because you've known somebody for 5 years, 7 years, maybe even 10 years, that doesn't necessarily mean they're your friend. Because you tell somebody the truth, they tend to get mad at you and they tend to just black out at you. I don't get that, So moving forward in 2023, if you ask me something, expect the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I am not a glazed donut. I am not a jelly donut. If you want something sugar-coated, go to a donut shop. Now, I'm going to feel like these past 5 years, you haven't really been, you haven't really been knowing who I am as a person, because I've always been the one to keep it real. I wouldn't have YungBartTV today if it wasn't for my friend / coworker. We were in Wyoming and I remember telling him bro, since we're on this trip, I need to buy myself a tripod. And this guy helped me look for a tripod. We went to 4 different stores, but finally went to Best Buy and I got this tripod. It's not the same one I've had, but I couldn't have had this if it wasn't for my friend / coworker. And ironically, this same guy, his friend referred me and I put him onto the job. So you see how connects can help you go a long way? So basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is let people in gently. You know, if we're working together and I like your energy, you know, maybe we could kick it after work and stuff. But also, you know, don't put yourself in a one-sided friendship. You know, the phone does work both ways. If you're not calling and checking on me, I definitely won't call and check on you. You know, you have my number just like I have your number. So, you know I haven't done many videos lately, y'all, but you know, I just wanted to let y'all have a quick little update of what's been going on in my life. But yes, coworkers can be your friends. Just let them in gently. You know, shout out to all my friends out there. I'm not gonna name drop y'all, but y'all know who you are. I mean, you know, y'all been in my corner this whole time. Y'all the ones that knew I was working on Lit Life. You knew I was going to Vegas. You mean to tell me just because I invite y'all to my Christmas party, y'all want me to come to Vegas with y'all? But like I said, those are coworkers / friends. You know, let them in gently. So, yeah, that's all for today's vlog, y'all. I'll try to be a little more consistent, but keep liking, commenting, subscribing. I'm on the road to 5K, but you know, let's end 2023 off on a strong note. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with all your peers, and of course, ring that bell.
What, beep, beep.